I actually forgot about Monday Night Football, but I'm seeing I'm not missing much. And Cam's out there doing the Cam. I think Cam's done. Alan Green, who was that said, and I can't believe we wanted Cam. Well, we don't learn. We didn't. I knew we didn't want Cam. It's like, I really did. I know you said, no, you said it. No, I did. I didn't. Well, you know how I feel about Jimmy. I wasn't about to replace no Jimmy with no Cam anyway. But the thing is, I said, man, Cam is leaving Carolina for a reason. Not because he's a great quarterback anymore. I think Cam's time may have come. If the Jets do win that game, I got to go check back in that. Cam doesn't even get, he doesn't even get mad at the end of the game when he gets his butt beat. He doesn't even get mad anymore. He's standing there with like $15,000 worth of clothes on, and he's just being as cool as can be now. He's almost too cool for the press conference. So, I don't think he cares anymore. I really don't. And I'm sure Belichick has probably had about enough. I suspect Cam is probably going to play his last game. He loses the Jets. The other guy's coming in probably for the rest of the season. Anyway, that's none of our business, is it? Fam, the Niners are down, but not officially out. Remember, what's so funny? As bad as things have been in Santa Clara, which has really little to do with anything more than just an extreme amount of injuries, the 49ers are still, they're not officially out of it yet, which is really bizarre, actually. 4-5 and been struggling. This is the thing. The league has no idea. We're 4-5, struggling the way we are. What if the league didn't get saved by all the injuries the 49ers have? We'd be 9-0. I really, seriously, they wouldn't have lost. With all those guys we got, and if they all would have played, you go back to Nick. What if that miserable D would have been playing? Jimmy doesn't hurt his ankle. No, George doesn't go down. It just piled up. Anyway, the reality is all of those bad things have happened. Anyway, Sherm has been given the go-ahead to start working his way back into the lineup just in time. Meanwhile, Richie James' sterling performance versus the Packers should add a boost to Coach Kyle Shanahan's plans for the upcoming Saints contest. Wouldn't you think? Jerry Rice is pumped. Tell you more about that in a minute. And we'll be discussing these latest developments and all things 49ers, and you know this. Oh, God. But, fam, Kendrick Bourne's COVID-19 testing of positive versus negative continues. They don't really know what I don't think they know what KB is. KB has came in and somehow he's stifled him on the test. KB is back on the COVID-19 reserve list just 3 days after being cleared. I'm sure you heard about it. Can you believe this? KB returned to the NFL's COVID-19 reserve list today, in fact, 3 days after he had, and 3 others came off of it, and which worries me because, it is not known if KB again tested positive. His agent did not immediately return comment today, and the 49ers are not permitted to reveal whether players test positive or came into contact with someone who has contracted the coronavirus. They're going to tell you probably, they'll wait until Thursday. Kendrick, we've traced his all his you know what? You guys got about 3 guys that can play for this weekend. What? If they insist we play this game like they did this last game and didn't push it out, and Kendrick's been around the whole locker room, we got trouble. They haven't said that yet, so I'm guessing they're doing the contact tracing now. We'll find out later. Okay, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm just saying. Man. Also. A pass rusher became available today, and the Niners need a pass rusher. How badly? Tack McKinley is no longer a happy camper with the Falcons, it seems. Earlier today, the Falcons waived the Tack man after he went public on social media to criticize the team for not trading him. And the folks in our front office don't like to deal with this kind of element. If you're really that unsavory, I don't know. What Tack did was kind of tacky. Oh, come on. You knew I was going to do that. But I just wonder how John Lynch and company perceive that kind of behavior. But anyway, any team can now place a waiver claim for McKinley. He registered 79 tackles, 22 tackles for a loss, 17.5 sacks, 45 hits on the QB, and 49 career games. 25 of those he did start. The Falcons did not pick up the fifth-year option for next year, and Tack is not. Fam, that's not very impressive, is it? Although, I don't know. Maybe what goes on with edge rushers in Atlanta? They used to remember Beasley he was awesome, right? He had 1 year, and then he turned to poo-poo, and then the Falcons got rid of him. Now, Tack's, I don't know what his problem is, why he wants to be traded, but now Tack is out. You know what? I got a feeling 49ers are definitely going to call him. I mean, if they're going to get on the waiver wire, I don't know how we rank. We can't rank that high because we're in the position we're 4 and 5. But who's going to claim Tack? We'll see. Keep an eye on this one. Anyway, hey, fam, Sherm, who has been MIA since week 1 with a calf injury, is returning to practice this week. Sherm, get on back in here, man. Everybody's been talking about Mosley's doing a great job. You know what? Now that I know you're coming back, I'm kind of excited about that. The Niners today opened the 21-day practice window for Sherm. Dude has missed some past 8 games with an undisclosed calf condition. What does that mean? And we've always speculated on this, that it's more than that. Somebody said it was his Achilles, but apparently it's not. Nobody's coming back from no Achilles and start working out all of a sudden. So he really did have a calf strain that lasted 8 weeks. Sherman's expected to practice this week, and he could be available for the Niners game this Sunday against the Saints. And boy, do we need it. And I mean, we maybe need Mosley too. I want them all 3 of them out there as often as I can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Niners expect to evaluate how Sherman looks in limited work early in the week before determining whether to activate him against the Saints or hold off until the bye week. Now, I saw a couple people already said he won't be back until the bye week. You're probably right. Sherman remains on the IR, but can be activated at any time over the next 3 weeks. Meanwhile, about Richie J. Jr., Jerry Rice has gone public about how impressed he was with RJ's performance in that dismal Thursday night debacle with the Pack. Rice was on this morning at 95.7 The Games, the morning roast, and he was quoted saying, I was like, where has this guy been? We all did, Jerry. Talk to Kyle. I don't believe he just now got this good. All right. He shows flashes now and then. This is a quote from here. Continues. He shows flashes now and then, but just watch him really run his routes, get separation. He caught one over the middle, and I'm a tough guy. And when you catch a ball over the middle in that, like that, you want to get downfield, and you want to put 6 on the board. I really thought he was going to score that one, but overall, he had a great football game, and maybe this can really boost his confidence and get us going, unquote. And Jerry, he did bust one across the middle and broke some ankles and getting into the end zone. He made it look easy. Jerry had been hoping that Trent Taylor would take better advantage of his opportunity. Now, here's the thing. I don't know. Trent Taylor, I'm not sure. After an impressive start in training camp, Taylor has caught 10 of 21 targets for 86 puny yards. Richie beat him all in one evening, as far as production goes. And Rice said about that, I thought he would really have a come-out game because it was just him and Richie, right? He goes on to say, but it was disappointing because he only had 1 reception. I think he was targeted 4 times with Debo Samuel coming back and Brandon Ayuk. He's probably not going to get another opportunity. It's the final year, fam, of Trent's rookie contract. He's scheduled to become an unrestricted free agent after this season. I thought Trent was going to show up this year. Unless he's got a few weeks to go, but I got a feeling that's it for Trent. That's kind of sad. Wes Welker's got to be really feeling it. I got to tell you, though, Richie James, Brandon Ayuk, and Debo Samuel, fam, that could be a solid future. Richie James is way more than I thought he was. I already know about Ayuk and Samuel. That could be a terrific threesome because they're all very explosive, extremely dynamic, whereas Trent Taylor is no longer carrying that aura because he was the year before last. We'll see what happens with that. But I got a feeling this weekend's going to be interesting because if all three are in the mix, you're going to see a show because now there is no weak link. All right. I'm looking forward to this game. I just hope Mullens is ready to go, because he got to see. And I'm not knocking Nick, but I do worry about Nick. Jimmy goes out those 19. Jimmy could give he comes right back and he'll kill you. But Mullens takes it real. He doesn't get over it immediately. And Jimmy looks better after an INT sometimes. But Mullens comes back and it seems to be sunken in. And now he doesn't seem very confident. So I'm hoping he can not have that INT because it's really important that he doesn't. Schnozzle Shabizzle, I can't believe KB is back on the COVID list. I just don't understand. None of us do. Ray Jr. says, what's up? I feel good about our team. Things are shaping up in the NFC West. Weird things can't happen now from here. Look, don't expect the unexpected. Panchito Villa. Hey, what's up, Panchito? I know you played safety. What's your honest opinion of Jimmy Ward? Bizarre. Jimmy's good one moment, and the next minute, I think whatever they've asked him to do, now he's being reassigned, and he's got different duties out there. I don't think he's able to handle them. And I'm a Dub guy. But I don't know what's going on with him. He's late sometimes, painfully late. And I'm watching him come stop the screen sometimes. I'm thinking, Jimmy, hustle back, Jimmy. So I don't know. Peter Gorman said, it's Monday Night Raw. I want to say thank you to all the vets I know. Oh, whoa. It's right. V-Day. Yes, Pete. Good to point that out. I know it's Veterans Day is close. No, Veterans Day is, not yet. It's close. You got to get it in now, though, Pete. Good idea. Easy the third. Hey, according to multiple reports, 49er scout Adams Peters was at the BYU game this Friday versus Boise State. I know Easy the third. Maybe you're going to get that guy. I don't know. It depends on where he falls in the draft. But the 49ers are probably going to draft a guy. But unfortunately, I think he's going to put him behind Jimmy. Nobody's getting rid of Jimmy until that guy gets up to speed, though. Because that's how you kill yourself. Getting the guy that fails after he becomes because rookies do that all the time. My dog's best friend, hey, Cam Newton is 13-14. 13-14. Is that right? Why is everybody complaining about him? All right. Anyway, let us go and check out. And matter of fact, we heard about Adam Peters yesterday. Hey, Mark. Well, I know Mark's excited about that. Oh, God. Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49er fan, legend, Ronbo. Hit that like. What's up, Mark? Ronbo? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm sitting there looking at I'm feeling bad about KB. I wonder if we're going to take a call on Tack. And then, of course, Richie James. I want Kyle to put that trio in motion. All three of them can kill a team. You know what I'm saying? Dick Bo.
Yeah.
Richie.
Man, that's going to be nice, man.
Yeah, go ahead, fam.
Well, we saw this in Richie a while ago. I mean, a large number of callers have been looking and waiting for Richie James to get real play. Like, not just wide receiver is a rhythm game. So is running back. Some of these positions are rhythm games. And if you just run in there and run out, that's not going to allow somebody to get. We haven't seen Richie James be able to cook. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to see.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Man, I'm worried. This is, you know what I'm saying, Monday Night Raw. I'm just talking. I didn't really have nothing to say today. But, man, I've just been thinking. I'm kind of worried about Kyle Shanahan, man. I don't know. I'm wondering how much of – I still want him to be the coach. But I'm just wondering, thinking back to Atlanta, how much of Matt Ryan's play was Matt Ryan saying, damn it, I know the play, but I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that, adjust things at the line of scrimmage. I just wonder, when you look at certain players such as Pettis, such as Garoppolo, these guys come in with a shitload of confidence, Ronbo, and then when Kyle gets a hold of them, he starts over-coaching them and do it this way, do it that way, and that kind of takes from some players creativity. Some of the game is creativity, some of the game is the ability just to create, and I'm just wondering if Kyle is trying to put these guys too much into a system, and And I've been thinking about that lately because you know people always talk about Jimmy in his first 5 games. I hate that comparison, but you know I've been wondering about that, man. So
Well, yeah,
we'll see, man. I
and because of that, though, Mark, because you see this Jimmy we're seeing now, and then you wonder what we was all excited about. Where is that guy?
right.
That's I think the point most of us are making about that, and that's why I say, well, Kyle gets people in there and says, okay, here's the way I want things done, and I guess he scares people by making examples. We got players that got shipped out because of probably not towing the line.
Some of this stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still give Jimmy some blame from it because at some point when I got your team 8-0, bro, all right, you know, you got to go Aaron Rodgers. Look, I hear it. I got it. What are you going to do, bench me? We're 8-0, you know, so I just want, you know, I want Jimmy. I wish Jimmy had that in him, and he doesn't. So, you know, for that reason, I still stand where I stand because I want a guy to come in here. And sometimes you got to tell the coach, now this is what we're doing. You know, we kind of need that too.
But you got to know, whoever he brings in, he's either going to behave or he's going to get out.
Yeah, but in the beginning.
And that worries me. But because, see, if you're not a veteran, see, somebody like Aaron Rodgers who's fighting over there with Kyle's guy, you know, I think this is what you do with that system. You tell your people what you want done and how it's going to be done. And if you don't, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah. And I'm also worried about this COVID stuff, man. Like you said earlier, and when you first kicked it off, I hope we don't come down with another situation, man. The NFL should have canceled that last game. That was bogus. That was greedy on their part, man.
Knowing we wasn't ready to play.
But, yeah, man. Yeah. I didn't have much, Ronbo. I'm just kind of ready. I'll be honest with you. I'm almost ready. I love seeing my boys play, but I don't know. Let's see what we can pull off. Let's see how the season goes. I'm going to still stay tuned in. It's not feeling good.
No, I know what you're feeling because I had this weird feeling yesterday, since that game. It's a weird feeling of helplessness, but you know the team's got more muscle than that. But can we get back into this, or do we have to be concerned at the rest of the season with the total embarrassment every week? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a bizarre feeling, ain't it?
Yeah, man. And I say let Sherman sit, man. Let him at least do the bye. I don't want the dude to get hurt. If nothing else, he's trade bait. I don't want to trade him, but I just don't want to see him get hurt again. Because if he gets hurt again, it might be a wrap. Yeah.
Rumor was that they was trying to trade him during this trade deadline. You know how the rumors go, though. I don't know.
One more thing. How you feel about Cam and Sam Darnold? Did you feel about if in the event they move on from Jimmy and they need a guy to come in and just to – how you feel about those two guys? You can take it off.
From what I'm seeing on the chat, Cam is definitely out. Cam is done, Mark. He doesn't. I don't think he's got that same fire. I don't think he's motivated. He looks like he's just out there going through the motions. He's making very bizarre mistakes. If you want more mistakes,
I don't like his throwing motion in it.
Yeah, if you want more mistakes and stuff like that, Cam's the guy. But I don't think Cam's serious anymore. And about Sam Darnold, I don't see him as an upgrade over Jimmy. A lot of people seem to, but I don't see it as an upgrade.
I do, but
I see it as more of a lateral move. Yeah. Okay. How come?
I get it.
Real quick.
What'd you say?
Real quick.
No, we good, Ronbo. I didn't have nothing else, man. I'm just calling in. I was listening. I just decided to call in. I didn't know I was going to be first. Usually I get a moment to freestyle, but all right, Ronbo.
Mark, we will not do that again. If you see Mark's name on the top of the list, we will wait. Let you get warmed up.
All right, Ronbo.
Mark, love you, man. I'll talk to you later then.
Have a good one.
You too,
Talk
man.
to you, man.
All right.
Bye.
Guerrero. He said, Jimmy is done with the Niners. We need Matt Ryan. Well, you know what we was just talking about? We was talking about what was the problem with Matt Ryan and Kyle Shanahan in Atlanta. I think Mark may have just hit upon it. Kyle has things he wants you to do them a certain way. If you do them another way, Kyle's going to be waiting for you, especially if it doesn't work. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Oh, D, man, I'm just checking out the bizarre activities that's going on with us. Kendrick and Tack. I want another edge rusher, but I don't want to bring no more problems into the locker room. Tack seems like he's got some issues. And then, of course, you have this situation going on with Sherm. If he comes back, you got a potential 2 Pro Bowlers in that back. But is Sherm ready to roll? And also, Richie James, can we please incorporate him now and be serious about it? D, take it away, Niner Podcast Gang. Or Niner Gang Podcast, excuse me. You'll see him on the chat too, fam. Look him up.
Yeah, as far as Richie should have been incorporated into the offense a long time ago.
Amen.
I've been saying that for a while. The reason being is because he is that quick twitch kind of guy, and he would have been a perfect slot guy because he's small, he's shifty, and he's hard to guard. And then at the same time, he has enough speed to get home. You know what I mean? And we all see that Trent Taylor is worthless. I see they promoted River Craycraft again to the
him and Cyprian.
to the active,
those guys are in. Yeah.
Him and Cyprian. And I have no idea what the heck is going on with KB. He tests negative, he tests negative, he tests negative, then you throw him on, like, what is going on, people? Like, leave the man alone, okay?
And stop testing
KB
him.
ain't tested.
Are they testing him every day?
Just let him be. Oh, no, bro, they ready to shove that thing up your nose every 5 seconds. It's like,
that's right.
Come on,
everybody
people.
gets tested every day. I forgot about that.
Yeah, everybody gets tested on a constant basis. Like, what do you think is going to change from one day to the next? You really think that it's going to be like that? But that's a story for another day. As far as Richard Sherman, here's what I'm thinking. To be honest with you, it's okay to have Sherm. You know, I say probably have him come back already. He's been sitting, doing nothing. That calf injury wasn't that bad. They tried to find a trade partner for Richard Sherman. It didn't work out. Sherm needs to get up off his you-know-what and go ahead and make it happen because you got to think about it. The reason that he didn't get traded was because nobody wanted to take on that salary for a DB that they felt is older and they don't feel like he's the same guy. And I'm not saying anything negative against Sherm. I love him.
That's
I
true.
think he's a great defensive back. But the amount of money we're paying him, almost $10 million, nobody was going to get that. Like, they weren't going to do it, period. So as far as everything else, I still say pretty much, this next game, the Saints are going to see the offense that they should have seen. Because you think about it, if they keep putting KB on and off this stupid list and, taking him on, putting him off, taking him off, putting him on, and he winds up inactive, you are literally going to see Ayuk and you're going to see Richie James out there.
Mm-hmm.
And they might throw Craycraft in the slot, or they might go ahead and throw Trent Taylor in the slot. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's better that, we give James more time and we allow him to be able to flourish. Him and Nick Mullens were the only two people that had a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Reed will be back out there. They said K1 had some undisclosed injury. K1 ain't have no injury, people. They're trying to keep people healthy. They know we have all this time off. I guarantee you K1's going to play. I guarantee you Trent Williams plays. I guarantee you the offensive line gets back intact, and you'll see a little bit more of Richie James. I just know it because Kyle's going to say, okay, I don't have much of a choice. I've got to put this kid in. People are seeing what he's worth. And Richie he's a free agent.
He'll get booed. Kyle will get booed if Richie doesn't play. D, did you hear anything about a high ankle sprain for K1 Williams? I've not seen any more about that, though.
I heard something about that, but that's what I'm saying, Ronbo. They're lying. They're lying. Because if K1 had a high ankle sprain, he'd be on the IR.
Yeah, because there's enough time.
It doesn't. Yeah, there's enough time for him to still be on the IR and come back. It just doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, everybody in the chat, people in the chat, I swear if I see another person say we should get Sam Darnold, I'm going to come for your head. Stop it.
I don't know what Sam Darnold has
trash.
done to make people think he's so good.
I don't either. I'm really trying to figure out what people are looking at. What are y'all?
Best.
What is people in the chat? Somebody give me something about Sam Darnold that's that spectacular. Because the last great quarterback to come out of SC was named Carson Palmer.
Yeah, right.
The only quarterback that ever did something in his career, and he didn't even do nothing. He could barely win a playoff game.
It's true. They're giving the reasoning that Sam Darnold hasn't had a chance to flourish yet because he doesn't have an offensive line. Well, when he gets to San Francisco,
whatever.
It's a lateral move at best. What is the point? He's got to come in and learn Kyle's offense. He's got to do like he's told. What is that? No, you're going to do better than that.
Okay, let me tell you something. Sam Darnold is trash. Carson Palmer was the best USC QB to come out of there. And I can tell you the only other one that actually won a playoff game and went to 2 straight AFC championships was Mr. Butt Fumble himself, Mark Sanchez.
I forgot he did go to SC, didn't he?
He did. Stop it with the Sam Darnold talk. I implore you, please. If you have, please give me valid reasoning why he's worth it. Because he ain't mobile.
They won't. They'll just tell you they like him better than Jimmy. They like Cam better than Jimmy.
And I don't understand where y'all at. Y'all not real Niner fans if y'all can't see the fact that Sam Darnold's hot garbage and Jimmy G is a huge upgrade over that. But as far as next year, yes, it may or may not be Jimmy's last year. You don't know.
But please, not Sam.
It's a contingency plan, but not Sam Darnold. And please don't bring Kirk Cousins in here. Don't you bring Sam Darnold, don't bring Kirk. Kirk can't win a playoff game. Sam Darnold's hot garbage. Like, y'all coming up with all kinds. The only person that I'm okay with is Matt Ryan.
And Matt doesn't like Kyle. So, you know what? We're getting that kid from BYU. D, we got to go, though. You know what? I'll see you Wednesday.
All right, brother. Have a good evening. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for what you do. Much love to you. Y'all hit that like and hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you're in here and you're a hater from another team, you're here with us because you don't have a Ronbo. You'll never have a Ronbo, and your team sucks. Yes. That's why you're here with us.
See how you rhyme that? Your team sucks. That's why you're here with us. Niner Gang Podcast. You'll see D in there. Get at him. All right, D. I'll talk to you later. Oh, man. And Big Steve.
Always perfect timing, Ronbo.
Good. Hey, Steve, are you watching Monday Night Football? And Steve, you're out in the East.
I'm not watching Monday Night Football.
Okay, because
I'm checking my fantasy though because I'm winning by 4 points, but somebody got James White on the team that's facing me, and James White only put up 1 point. I hope it stays that way. It's only ahead by 4 points. So if he goes off, I lose.
Hey, listen, here's the thing, Steve. Are you close to Jets fans?
Jets fans.
Do you ever run into one?
I'm about an hour away from Foxborough Stadium.
Oh, so you're close. You're close to the New England area. Because I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
What do people think about Sam Darnold? Do you ever hear any conversation about? I don't understand why everybody's on fire about Sam Darnold. I think because the Jets have said that we're not picking up Sam for any more time. So we want what the Jets want to throw away, not we. I don't. A lot of people do. But what is your? Real quick, a snippet of how you feel about Sam.
I mean, is there really? I don't know. Some people say that it's that he's a decent quarterback, but he's on a sucky team. I haven't really seen anything from him that makes me feel like oh yeah, this is the guy we want. Even Garoppolo on his worst day, I take Garoppolo because he has a good track record overall. He's just injury prone, and that's what I don't like about Garoppolo.
That is becoming worse.
But I wouldn't go with Sam Darnold, dude. Yeah, I'd take Daniel Jones over Sam Darnold.
Ooh.
Really.
Jones probably just needs, he could be like the next Josh Allen, and Josh Allen's starting to develop into something special. Jones is at the same makeup. You might be right. I think the Giants are smarter than that, but yeah. But anyway, here's the thing. Richard Sherman's coming back. You're going to have a couple of Pro Bowlers back there in the secondary. Are you excited about that? Because I don't know if everybody is. And also...
Oh, I do. Ronbo, I'm excited, but no, go ahead. I want to say your... Because I want to address everything here. Because this is... I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't know how to feel about it. Sherman's coming back. Ayuk's coming back. Debo's coming back. Mostert. And I was like, bro, where were you guys? You know what I mean? 2 weeks ago. Oh, God. Because now we're 4-5 and we're under 500. So it's like, do we have a shot here? If we win the next 5 out of 6 games, I mean, we're definitely in the hunt. But, again, you got Saints coming up. You got Bills coming up.
Oh.
If we can somehow make it by those 2 teams.
Wow, that would be special.
Sherm coming back, that's a nice – oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And the fact that Arizona and Seattle just fell this Sunday.
I know.
It gives us a little room to work with.
Oh, God.
Not much, but we got to be good now. I mean, we have all these guys. Like I was saying to you last night, put back in there. I think that gives us a shot. 2 games with. I mean, Nick Mullens can be good. I don't think he's especially against teams with
Steve,
the Saints.
are you Steve using Bluetooth? You using a Bluetooth?
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay, because your sound's cutting in and out. Try it again, see what happens, or else move maybe to your left or to your right or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's good now. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just the room I was in.
Yeah. Repeat some of those things you just said.
No, I was just saying C.J. Beathard, I think, gives us our best chance to win. Nick Mullens is good, but he's not as reliable. I think C.J. Goes through his reads better. He can he's shown that he can scramble out of the pocket when he needs to. He's more accurate downfield. And for the fact that he has some good receivers now when he didn't a few years ago when we were losing all those games by just, I mean,
a hair.
Look at the scores. Yeah, it was really like 3 points, 6 points. It wasn't really anything. And we didn't really have a team to speak of. And our defense I still think our defense is pretty damn good.
Also,
especially
Steve,
if we get Sherman back out there.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, he didn't really know the offense. This is what people keep begging for, a new young quarterback. And I say, it takes a minute to understand what Kyle's cooking. You get a new kid in there, he's gonna look a little bit like CJ, a little bit like Nick. Nothing like Jimmy. He's going to struggle. He's going to get sacked. He's going to look confused. He's going to miss his cues. It's just the way it is with Kyle's system. And that's why I don't want that. Everybody's begging for that, but I do not want that. So, with CJ, the reason he looks better now is he gets it. It takes a while. And also, you got to get in sync with your receivers. Kyle's been trying to find receivers for how many years? So every year, it's a new experience for the quarterback connection with the wide receiver. That's why Matty Ice had success. Why? Because him and Julio and the guys have been together for years before Kyle got there. He just made the connection to make him learn how to do this better. So you go start getting new receivers and a new quarterback. Now you got a new quarterback with receivers who've been there for a while. They're going to be sitting there with their hands out. Jesus, dude. Is he you to learn this
and
week
then they have to learn the system.
Yeah,
and then they got to learn the Shanahan system, and so it's like these guys have already been in the system. They know how his playbook runs. CJ I think has more experience than Mullens out there, and he's less prone to throw interceptions. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just from what I've surveyed by watching their games, and I see that CJ. To me, he's a better quarterback. But I mean, these guys, like people talking about get Sam Darnold and this other guy that we just
not what
who's this guy that we just signed? We used to have him. I guess they cut him and now they re-signed him.
Is
Johnson?
it quarterback? Quarterback Josh Johnson. Yeah, we got
Josh Johnson. Yeah.
But Steve, we got to go.
I don't know. I mean,
okay, I can tell you real quick because we got to go. Josh Johnson's in there because he's a mobile quarterback, and they're going to use him in practice to see if we can get our guys up to speed on how to deal with running quarterbacks. But Steve, let me see you Wednesday.
All right, Ronbo. Hey, maybe we still have a chance. We got all these guys coming back. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
They got to be excited. All right, fam.
Oh,
have a good
night. All right, Ronbo. You too, man.
Hey, thanks, fam. And Mark Lamar put Jimmy G on the Jets to see how good he is. The thing is, he had talent before they all left. They had damn good talent, actually. Jose! Mark, thanks for that contribution, though, fam. Jose!
What up, Ronbo?
Jose, man, we're sitting here, man. First, we're trying to figure out why they're picking on Kendrick. And also, Sherm is about to make his return. And Richie James has done so much. Kyle's got to use him now. This is some exciting stuff coming up here. The adventures of the 49ers continues into Week 10. What are you thinking?
Man, Richie, I've been on Richie, wanting him to play. I don't know if you remember last year, Game 1, very first game we played against Tampa Bay. Scores a 39-yard touchdown. After that, we didn't really get to see him much.
I remember how people were saying, well, they say that Richie doesn't understand the playbook. What? He looked like he understood
I
the
don't think
playbook.
anyone understands the playbook. It's a wide playbook.
No, actually, Kyle needs to make things. I don't know. And you bring up a good point. Is it time for Kyle to alter some of his concepts so they can actually be performed? And it shouldn't take like 2 years of grad school to be able to learn these plays. Because what ends up happening is your quarterback is out there trying to deal, and he gets new wide receivers all the time, but he's not. Maybe these guys will be around for a while. But Kyle's been trying to find wide receivers for how many years? Ever since 2017, it's 3 years later, we still got new bodies out there. So, it's taking too long. Chemistry cannot develop like that. But, yeah.
Yeah. He's an offensive coordinator. Being a head coach, it's different. Yeah. I feel like he's still trying to be an offensive coordinator at the same time as trying to be a head coach, and it's just overwhelming for him. I feel like he's trying to do too much.
True. And somebody said he should get an offensive coordinator. He should get an OC. But I actually want him to be the OC, but I'm not sure if he can handle both. He spreads himself too thin in one area or another. He needs to focus on OC job all the time. Let everybody else handle the rest of the team. He can just be in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad Sherm's coming back. Hopefully he's back to a regular play. I mean, Kendrick, I don't know what the heck's going on there. I do want to see Richie out there, though.
I know. Everybody does. I can't wait. And Nick likes him. They got a connection going on. Yeah.
That's right. And I don't want to hear no more Sam Darnold. Just like everybody else, I don't want to hear about Sam Darnold.
Oh, God. What is he doing to make people think he's that good? They say it's because he has a bad offensive line. He hasn't on average. They give him all kind of excuses. But if I give Jimmy an excuse, a lot of people don't want to hear it. So I said, well, you're going to give excuses for Sam, but not Jimmy? Sam doesn't have the same, he just doesn't have the same flair as Jimmy to me.
What is he supposed to do in our offensive line? Not
I know, right?
That much better than the really. Besides Trent Williams.
He's not gonna get saved a whole lot better with our offensive line, which is another issue. Jose, would you draft an offensive lineman next year early? We got several issues now in the first round. I don't think the 49ers will draft a quarterback in the first round. But D Ford has proven we need another edge. The offensive line has proved we need another offensive lineman. Cornerback situation, Richard Sherman, it's very fluid. I don't know that Sherman's going to stay. Mosley's good. Do you still like they're probably going to let everybody's tired of Dub. I mean, Richie Ward. So, there's a whole lot of things. What's priority one in your mind for the first round?
Priority in first round. I think offensive line is important, but if they are going to draft the QB, I mean, this Wilson guy seems pretty good. So, I mean, I like that. Then go O-line round 2, maybe cornerback, just to have some backup, because I feel like this might be Sherm's last year.
Yeah.
I think we're going to re-sign Jason Verrett. Probably keep Mosley too, because gotta keep it younger.
Jason Verrett's going to be kind of expensive. I mean, he's not going to be real cheap, but there's going to be competition to get him if he stays healthy.
Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of D Ford.
This is for year number 3. Yeah, I think the contract is set up so we can lose him without taking a minimum hit on the cap. I think they set it up that way.
We're going to have to lose him because we got to keep Fred Warner.
Yeah, because he's just taking up space. D is just taking up a roster spot. He's not using it.
Yep.
Let's go, D.
I mean, he's good. He'd make a difference in our team, but Fred Warner's going to make a bigger difference than
that's
D
not
Ford
even
would.
Not even a comparison. D over Fred, not a chance. If you have to make a cut, it's D, and without thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. You can't think about that. It's Fred Warner all the way.
I don't know. I'm thinking though, we're going to be doing a D lineman. Defense is so important, especially when you're talking about what goes on with Lynch. So, Jose, let me see you Wednesday if you get a chance. I'll be looking for you.
I'll be here, man.
All right. Have a great night, fam.
All right, y'all have a great night. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Jose. And Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, as you open up your phone, whatever device you look at for your news on the 49ers, first thing you see, Kendrick Bourne again tests positive as in the NFL COVID reserve. I said, what? You got a speaker open, Jay. It's feeding back. Can you shut that down?
Yeah, hold on a second.
But yeah, I'm Kendrick's, they won't tell you anything more than that. What everybody's worried about now, Kendrick is clearly not going to make it back this week, I don't think. He's got 5 days, though. Maybe. Anyway, I don't know who he came in contact with, which is worrying me to death. Then you got the return of Sherm. Are you excited about that? Or are you thinking maybe Sherm is probably pretty much a wash for the year? We need that leadership, though. Sherm comes in here, maybe he'll still fire people up. And Richie James Jr., his time has come. We can't see him. His time is here. His time is now. Richie's got to play this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to see more of him.
So, yeah, we need Richard Sherman to play against the Saints. You know what I mean? 'Cause, I mean, that's why I said them early games we lost, we would have been right in the hunt. You know what I'm saying? And we would have just beat the Philadelphias, the Miami Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Those was critical. You know what I'm saying?
6, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, 6.
Right.
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying?
6 and 2. 6 and 2. Yeah. Those are the games you have to win. Cardinals, they beat everybody.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And then the Cardinals lost to Miami, so you know what I'm saying? So
you know,
Miami ain't such a bad team after all. But
Miami beat the Rams too.
Yeah.
They
beat the Rams too, yeah.
Watch them beat they beat the Hawks. They play the Rams. No. Hawks and Rams play.
No, they beat the Rams. They didn't beat Seattle yet.
Oh, that's right.
Hopefully
Seattle got away. Yeah.
So they pretty much is 3-0 against our division right now. So that's crazy. Like, for real. Like, if you think about it, the Dolphins is beating the toughest division in the NFL. So
I tell you, Tua's no joke. Tua was putting on a show yesterday.
Yeah, he was. And so that's what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying? We might do good with a rookie quarterback. You never know.
As long as Tua's doing, but again, like we were talking about earlier, Jay, Tua's out there being Tua. Coach ain't telling him what he's got to do. He may have learned the playbook, but Tua's out there being Tua. This is why.
Right, and sometimes you gotta adjust your system, Ronbo. You can't just say this is how we want to run our system, and then just do that, because you take away players' mystique, like the other callers say. That is true. You know what I'm saying? You run your system the way you want to run it, but at the same time, you got to give it a little leeway on what player skill set. So if you know what I'm saying,
and design a game around him. Yeah, Kyle will never do this.
You know what I'm saying? What he can do good, you know what I'm saying? And then whatever he can't do, if he does bad in, you don't put them kind of plays in, like them long developed plays for Jimmy to throw down the field, because our offensive line ain't built that way. You know what I mean? So you gotta tailor around your skill set. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Debo, he tailored Debo's skill set, the jet sweeps, and you know what I'm saying, the slants. You know what I'm saying? George Kittle, you know what I'm saying? He's building them their skill set. So you got to do that with the quarterback.
No, well, see, what you just said, though, but Jay, what you just said, that is the quarterback in this case, since you're designing everything for Debo, for George, and these other guys, this is why the 49ers went and got those guys, because of their ability to break tackles and become the Yak brothers. See, that's why we're not interested in going deep downfield. We're interested. Kyle's interested.
That's what I was saying.
Let me just finish. The quarterback's got to do what the receivers are capable of. Give them the ball in space and let him do it. If you can't do both. You could, but he's more interested in getting the ball into the playmaker's hands as soon as possible. That's obviously what he's
Right.
at. And that's why they draft the guys they do. They're not interested in going deep downfield. Because if they did,
No,
they would
that's
get
what
a
I was
speedster.
saying. That's what I was saying. When people were sitting here saying we don't have the players to go downfield, we probably do. At the same time, you gotta look at most of our weakest link is on that offensive line. So you can't go deep if you got a weak offensive line that can't pass protect. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was thinking too, Ronbo, is that he get versatility on you know what I'm saying, on the skill player. Why don't you get versatility on the offensive line who can do both, who can pass, block, and run? Because, dude, if we had that kind of offensive line, imagine where our team would be at right now. If we had the offensive line to protect the quarterback, where the quarterback ain't gun shy because he's scared he's going to get hit.
And he is.
You know
He's got good fears. He is going to get hit. You know what?
Yeah.
I got a feeling, Jay, that's why the mobile quarterback is about to come in vogue. Defensive lines are too fast now. There are no offensive line. You can't have a full offensive line. Maybe one or two guys can beat Trent Williams, but for the most part, D lines are too fast, too athletic, and they are going to get your quarterback. So yeah, he's got to be able to move out. But Jay, go ahead and make that point because we got to go again. Go ahead.
Okay, I got one point. So that's the reason why I said to get either, Zach Wilson or Justin Fields. If we can try to get one of them quarterbacks and then, try to build around them while we have Jimmy, or get rid of Jimmy or have Nick.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem because you can't have two offensive systems. Though, if you get that kid, you pretty much got to get rid of Jimmy. Well, you know what? This is a conversation for another day. It's too long. But Jay, let me see you Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate what you do, brother.
Thanks,
you have
Jay.
a good night.
All right, fam. Hey, Dave.
Ronbo.
Dave, how you doing tonight, man?
What's been up, man? How you been, man? It's been a little minute, right?
I mean, yeah, it has been a while for you.
Yeah.
Dave, there's a little concern and worry because, we just got a butt whooping. And I mean, that didn't even begin to describe what happened Thursday night, right? So we're looking at a team,
right.
Kendrick Bourne, and a COVID situation that was part of the reason why we took such a beat. And now you look ahead. And I think we got used to that kind of killing, so everybody's mad. So we're coming up with all kind of things to hate on. And, you got Sherm coming back. Is that a good thing for you? Because I don't know, we don't get excited anymore. I think I like Sherm coming back, but you can get excited about Richie James for sure. Richie,
absolutely.
We didn't know he had that kind of game because Kyle made him stay back in the shadows. Now we find out, Kyle, this boy can play.
There's something we're missing, man. We're so many layers removed from the operation of what's going on. It's got to be something that we're missing.
Yeah,
I pray that it's something that we're missing, that he's not intentionally not playing these particular players. So here's my thing. I'm going to wind back. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. So I'm going to wind back to the beginning. First of all, we shouldn't even play the game against the Packers.
Thank you.
NFL should be ashamed of themselves.
They should.
That was not fair. That was not right. Everybody knows it who's been keeping up with all this. I'm going to spend my time on that part. That was not fair. That's not right. And now fast forward, this test comes back again. It's been less than a week since he was tested positive. So it's like, this is kind of weird. Like how he's been negative for like 2 or 3 different sessions. Like that's all weird. Okay, but move past that. We got Sherman coming back potentially. Okay, that's cool. I don't understand how this is going to work with what's going on now because I'm telling you, Emmanuel Mosley's played. He's played decent. He's played decent. Had some good plays. Okay. Red's made some good plays. They're both kind of, you can't say these are lockdown corners. You can't find me a lockdown corner. These guys get plays when you can't say there's a lockdown corner. Position I played, SEC collegiate ball. But at the end of the day, Sherman coming back is a positive for depth purposes. Even whatever happens on that, I can't pick and choose who's going to play and all that. I feel like Tavares Moore should play more. I don't understand why he's not playing more. That's a big. He was a big impact on that secondary. I'm not understanding why he's not getting more reps. I don't understand that part. But aside from that,
I can help you a little bit with Tavares. Remember the beginning of the year, Richie, Jimmy said they've got some things. I can't tell you what they're going to do. Whatever it is they've designed for Jimmy, Tavares probably is not brought completely up to speed on it. And why they would do that would be foolish, though, because Jimmy could go down any time. Tavares needs to be fully aware of everything that's going on that they got Jimmy doing. But maybe it spends too much time and energy. I don't know. But I got a feeling that might be part of it. Yeah.
It's something that we don't know about. It's something that we're missing. And I'm not discrediting it. Like they're that's what they're paid to do. They take care of that. We have to trust the program. You asked about the quarterback position. I think it's time to move on from Jimmy G. Hate to say that he's a class act as far as his one situation, the porn star Jimmy situation. Outside from that, he's been a class act, class act quarterback. But I think they need something more athletic to make moves. And I haven't seen Kyle do that. The decisions, to make that. Everybody's talking about the kid from BYU, how he's playing right now, guys. I don't think he's going to be there. Hope we can have a better season than we won't need him. I think he's going to go. He's actually, Zach Wilson, right?
Wilson. Is it Wilson? Yeah.
BYU. Yeah. He's playing some good football. He's not playing a lot of competition, but he's playing some really, really good football. He's showing athleticism, arm strength, accuracy. He's tough. He can run. He's perfect. But I think he's going to move up, man. I think he's going to be a probably top 10 pick. And I hope we're not a top 10 pick. I hope we're not in that discussion.
Hey,
I think we can turn this season around. I think we can turn this season around, man.
Yeah.
Not with Nick Mullens as the future. Now I'm just saying.
But out of the top 10.
I think seriously. Listen. I think that you seeing Seattle lose, Arizona. Everybody's showing it. Nobody's invincible in the West. If things can play out the way we want to, we can get a chance. We have a chance now. It's no domination, like you said. So we have a chance, man. We get Mostert back, Debo, Ayuk, Jordan Reed, and we can play some decent defense, man. We got a chance. Don't ride us off this year, man. We got a chance. This is a big game this weekend in New Orleans.
That's true. And Dave, when you look around the league, like you're saying, there's no domination. If the 49ers would not have lost this roster to injury, do you know that they would be dominant in this particular year? They would be so overwhelmingly dominant.
I'm telling you, man, it's sad.
Yeah, it's what it is. Injuries are a part of the game, as everybody says. So stop crying, 49er fans. Everybody's got injuries. Okay, but y'all understand the injuries we had aren't equal to the injuries you had. If my team was full, they would beat your team full strength to death. I love to say but Dave, we got to go, fam. All
right, man. Enjoy talking to you. I'll talk to you soon, man.
I hope so, Dave. Always love to hear from you. All right. Talk to you later.
All right, man.
All right, Dave.
Take care, buddy. Bye.
You too. And James, come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, I'm doing okay. I need this gnawing, uncomfortable feeling about what's going on with the 49ers. After Thursday night, I still feel like I need medication. You know what I'm saying? Because what I witnessed was like, last year, it's like all of a sudden you're in high cotton, and then all of a sudden we're kicking around weeds and daffodils. Thinking, what happened? We all of a sudden, we're nobody. Injuries be damned. We just got too many. This is not my team. Who are these people? So, it's a weird feeling.
Well, yes, it is. I'll tell you, once again, Ronbo, thank you and your staff for all that you do for us in providing this platform. And I'm extremely thankful. I know the Empire and all of Niner fans are as well. who listen to your show, but I'm going to say it like this. The defense Thursday night, they didn't play well at all. And here's what I can tell you. It's called number 4 is an absolute drive killer, okay? We on top of the injuries we already got, I've noticed something about them. That defense goes on the field, and in the first 2 drives, some of them come off the field and don't even take their chin straps off. You know what that's telling me? They don't believe in Nick Mullens, bro. No. That's what it is.
I didn't notice that. I'm gonna pay attention to that next time.
They don't believe in Nick Mullens. He's a team. He has right now in that locker room. If you could ask the players, probably without actually knowing who they are, that's giving you the answer. It would probably be more players that don't believe in him at this point than players that do, okay, with their season, because the games are right there for him. He loves to overreach. He'll roll out on a bootleg player right in front of him wide open. No, he wants the other guy that's down the field more, that's in between two defenders. That's who he's focused on.
Yeah,
and it's sad, man. I mean, me, truthfully, I would rather see C.J. Beathard, because I don't believe that defense of ours right now, I don't think they'll play for him. I just don't. I mean, because they know they're standing on the sideline, like looking in a contested manner, knowing we're going right back out there in a few seconds, y'all. We ain't even got time to sit down. That's deflating mentally as well as physically. And he leaves them on the field so long because of poor efficiency by him, to whereas they're wore out by the middle of the second quarter because they've been on the field too long. And as far as when you were saying about Sherman coming back, well, I'll tell you the truth. When it's over, it's over, and I just don't see him. I mean, he's not part of that future, man. The problem with that defense right now, Tavarius Moore and Marcel Harris, they actually bring a more speed and physicality element to that back end than Jimmy Ward and Jarquez Guitar. They do it. And that's the bottom line. We've seen that whenever they take out Tavarius Moore and Marcel Harris, you notice how the back end starts to give up just a few more completions, a few more longer plays.
Marcel is questionable in coverage, but you know what? He is physical though.
He got beat in the other game, but now what I can say to that is knowing that you're going on a field and you might have another 10-play drive that you might give up a score, but knowing when you come off the field, the guy that's going back out there, that should, your other teammate that should give you time on the bench to at least rest and get yourself together. They don't have that kind of time with this guy out there. I would rather see Beathard, as bad as it hurts me to say that, but I believe I've seen something in CJ this season. Like, he's more in tune in his another year in the system. He's actually playing somewhat better.
Yeah.
Now it's been a sample size, but it to me, it's better than what I see from Nick Mullens. Now, right now, if we want to have a chance at making a run, because I think probably within the next 3 weeks, everybody in the NFC West will have lost 5 games. I do believe that, the way they're playing. So we still got an opportunity, and I don't care what no one says. I got a feeling they're going to probably try to draft a younger quarterback next year. But I will say this much. A healthy Jimmy Garoppolo is a dangerous quarterback in that system with Kyle. with all of the players healthy and on the field. They're a whole different creature.
Yep.
Okay. They're just like a beast mode team, and we don't have that right now. But thank God, all of the injuries are not season ending so far.
James,
and
excellent points.
Yeah.
We got to go, but yeah, this is what I've been saying. I said, last year's team did look like Jimmy needed to be shipped out. They were fine. When Jimmy needed to muscle up and get that ball out to receivers, he did. If Kyle wanted to run, it wasn't because he hated Jimmy. Kyle tried to tell people that. Nobody believes him. Anyway.
Jimmy is actually the quickest blitz speeder quarterback we've ever had, I just want to throw that in.
He's got
blitz.
He's got plenty of pluses, but nobody cares about those as much
exactly
as they
right.
take the minuses.
Yeah, because we're losing, and they're not. A lot of them just ain't true Niners fans. I'm gonna put it out. I don't
want to say that, but I mean, they're mostly upset.
Well,
but James,
I am. God bless them anyway.
All right, James.
Yes, sir. Ride with them through the good and the bad. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Thank you, Ronbo. Be blessed. Have a great evening. Good night.
You too, pal. Night, James. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, if we were still playing winning football, and maybe we were like 6 and something, we'd be excited because Richard Sherman's coming back. Right now, nobody's excited about anything other than getting another quarterback.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah, you and me.
I
want to see what Sherman looks like.
No,
I
don't see why not. I'm not worried about that. My thing is, I would actually want to see Mosley and Barrett and Sherman at safety. I want to see that. I want to see that sweet combo.
I'd put 3 quarterbacks in a minute.
Because if we, just put it like this: if we stop the Saints and we win, people are gonna go apeshit. Like, oh my gosh, we still have a shot. Like, come on, now we're getting half the team back again. Just the only thing I just don't agree with it is Mullens, how the last caller just said. I forget his name. He was just saying, Mullens is just, he has his moments. He's up and down. And I did notice the chin strap thing, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, you see going to take out the chin strap. You see that too. I was like, what?
I did not notice that.
He just said it. I said, I noticed it, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, what? And I thought about it. I thought, he's right.
That's an automatic reflex as soon as you come off the field. First thing you do is want that pressure off your chin. You pull the snap. If they don't even do that, and I didn't even notice, that means they know they're coming right back out on the field. Oh, that's not good.
I forgot what quarterback we had that used to do that. They used to be so hilarious. I can't remember. There was one quarterback we had. They used to do that. They would here we go again. Turnover back on the field. I can't remember, but it did happen before.
I want my quarterback to do that. If my quarterback's doing that, he knows that D is so tough. He'll be right back. Ain't no point in relaxing. But not my defense. No. God.
No, but I'm happy. Like I said, I want to see Sherman out there. Like I said, if it's meant to be for Sherman to be with us, then it is, and it's not. You have to see if he still got anything left in the tank. If it's still possible, see if the offenses are still scared. They still have to see that. See if it's still there. If not, it's time to get rid of Sherman.
Emilio, what would you think about this? You go ahead, you put Mosley and Verrett at the corners on passing downs, because sometimes we go man up. Put Sherm in the box for that series, and let Marcel take a seat since Kwaski ain't there. You know what I'm saying? They should really think about doing that.
That's actually a good idea, because if Sherman's really not that fast, it would help. You can either tackle the short routes and try to get the running back if it's a run play. So, yeah.
Because you already got K1 there to make sure the slot ain't working him. And the linebackers, that's a lot of activity in there. Sherm could now be on the hunt. I like that idea.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good idea. I didn't think about that. I was thinking of bringing him safety because I was like, because he's a lot older. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
Since we keep having mistakes.
I just wonder if he has enough speed.
Have mistakes in the backfield.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be different if we haven't let him sit in the back. Yeah, but if we're trying to have him disguise stuff and trying to run back there, No, that wouldn't work. But like you said, if you bring him down, like you have him play slot or shorter, yeah, it would work. But
No,
not
not a slot. He'll get burnt in the slot. But and the center fielder needs to have a little bit of foot speed. Well, I don't know. They need to look at it. Everything needs to be checked out.
I just want to see Sherman with those other two guys with Fred Mosley to see how that works.
I know, right?
All 3 months.
That's three tough guys. Yeah, I like that.
I don't really have too much to say this time around.
Yeah, there's not a lot to say. Richie James, though, if everybody keeps hollering and whooping and hollering about Richie James, Kyle cannot make him sit down. And Kyle, you got to put him in the game plan. Because I got a feeling Trent Taylor was not a part of the game plan because you got Ayuk and Debo out there. Well, you see, now, I'm not sure how far Richie James is behind Ayuk and Debo. Richie can play. Give him a shot.
You're right. I forgot about that. No. Yeah, no, like I told you, matter of fact, I told you after the game, after the Packers game, I was thinking, Ayuk 1, Debo 2, and him 3. That'd be perfect if KD ain't going to play.
And especially for that reason. And you ain't got KB, so shoot, better dial Richie up.
Yeah, I actually want to see that because, like I said, I've just been curious. The couple of times he has been there, he has been explosive, but then there's times that he drops past himself. They kind of switch off between him and KB. Sometimes they have their sparks, and then they mess up, and it's just like, come on, dude. We want to see you guys play, but you guys can't come on. So, I don't know, but then Richie James did pretty good this game, so I don't know. He might just want to get that shot, see if he can do better. So, he gets another chance if they put a. Go ahead.
I was saying, every time Richie gets in the game, if they go to him, it's like so exciting. He doesn't get that many chances, but you never forget it. Richie can get into a game every other week, but that day that he got in the game, you say, damn, look at Richie. And and then you don't see him again for 2 weeks. I'm Kyle, why don't you let him play?
You know what? I think it goes back to the same thing with Kyle is used to his regular players.
Yeah, he's got a rotation.
But the thing is with that, he has to, if he sees sparks in players, put them out there. See if they can keep making plays. He has to do it. He has to stop doing it. He needs to change up like Salah.
We got to go.
Salah's starting to get it.
Yeah, but we got to go. I'll be looking for you Wednesday.
All right.
All right, man. All right.
All right. Good night.
Hey, Tony.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Tony, it's weird. I can't wait till after this weekend. I think our mindset will get back to where it should be. Right now, my brain feels like it's in limbo regarding the 49ers. You have this helpless feeling. You have this, you don't lose faith, but the truth of the matter is our team is decimated with, it's not about we're not a good team, but the team's not going to be available. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Yeah. It's a weird feeling. But then looking at Richard Sherman's coming back, and all the COVID gang is coming back. Well, not Kendrick. Maybe we look a little normal, I'm hoping. And Richie, as I'm campaigning for Richie James, as you can hear. Where's your thinking today?
Well, first of all, I was excited, so excited when I heard the news that Richard Sherman was being activated, or his practice window was opening, and it was looking likely that he might be able to suit up this weekend. People have been knocking him. He is getting old, but don't get me wrong, he was just getting that calf right. As an aging player, he was just getting that calf right, and he is going to bring some leadership to the team, some experience, and he will bring that intensity. And I am so excited to see how that defense responds, and really, really, I cannot wait to watch them play this weekend. It's going to be a tall order. It's the Saints. I mean, it is not.
But they're going to come in there with challenge on their mind. And when the 49ers get challenged, I got to tell you, Nick, Tony, last year when we played the Saints, I was scared to death. And they came in and the 49ers says, yeah, well, we're not here to get bullied. Guys want to play? Let's go. And the 49ers took it to them. I was delighted. But a few horses short this year, Nick, Tony. But what do you think?
Yeah. No, there's no doubt about that. It's we're unstable at the quarterback position. Really the problem is our offensive line. I'm looking at it. I think Nick could have a decent game out there this week, but that offensive line is the thing that I'm worried about. We do get Trent Williams back, which is good, but it's just all season, just no continuity, and that's been the main issue. But again, it is. I'm not going to say it's a winnable game, but I think they're going to come out fired up.
I mean, the Saints look scary. I mean, they beat up Tom and the guys like they were nothing. They got 3 points, Tony. 3.
I know.
I mean, what kind of defense were they playing? Was it the Bucs' fault? Are the Saints that good? I don't understand that. 3 points. You've got Mr. Hall of Fame, Tom Brady. He's got Gronk. He's got AB. I mean, granted, a lot of these guys are probably over the hill, but my God, 3 points? And here we come?
And here we come. You know what? No one's thinking that we can do anything. And at this point in the season, given the way it is, no one's really expecting much out of us. And if I know anything about the NFL, sometimes, what did Chris Berman say? This is why you play the game. So I think we're going to go out there and play as hard as we possibly can. And I'm just really, really excited to see how everything responds, because people are going crazy, right? People are calling into your show, just trashing the team, trashing Jimmy, thinking sometimes, hey, maybe we should tank for a quarterback. And Kyle's on the hot seat, it seems. And, I think with Sherman coming back, they can just stick it to some people. Now, again, the roster, I'm just not sure if it is talented enough to beat the Saints. But that being said, they're a football team. They are pros, and I think they're going to come to play. And I think it'll be a better showing than what we're all expecting. But can I tell you something that does start to worry me, though, from a 10,000-foot perspective, Ronbo?
Please.
Okay, this is beyond the game against the Saints. But today on KNBR, Tim Ryan went on and basically kind of put Javon Kinlaw on notice. He said he wasn't finishing his plays.
Yeah.
And Tim Ryan doesn't say anything that isn't approved by the 49ers PR department first. And I'm seeing KNBR now, as pointed out by Jack Hammer on Twitter, but I saw them post a tweet saying, what do you want, the 49ers to cut Jimmy, and blah, blah. Basically, it seems to me that KNBR is now pushing the kind of move off of Jimmy agenda. And again, KNBR is a homer radio station, and I really, really am concerned. Really am concerned that Joffrey Baratheon Jed York is doing something with the PR department and is messing with things. And I worry that we might have some front office people on the hot seat, even though this entire season has been screwed over because of COVID. But I really am worried that Jed is starting to get antsy. He's seen so much of his salary cap on IR. And, honestly, next year, with all those departures we've talked about before, that roster, which has been the strength all of a sudden, is going to be a big problem with the cap going down. And I'm truly concerned that Jed is trying to find a way to Jed this up. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
No, I know exactly what you mean. And I'll bet you're on to something, too. You're talking 70 million, 80 million, or something like that of Jed's money that's being used for people sitting down. Quan Alexander might have been promoted by Jed, or at least encouraged. If you're going to get rid of somebody, you got to cut some of these guys out that aren't contributing to the team at all. And he walked out of the game. And that means he was PO'd.
But also the Buckner trade too. Don't forget about that. We traded Buckner to get Kinlaw, and now Tim Ryan is putting Kinlaw on blast. We gave Eric Armstead that huge contract, and he hasn't really delivered. I can just see from a management point of view that Jed, I don't know, rightly or wrongly, but I mean, he messes things up. But I could see a lot of this like a pressure cooker on the horizon, and I don't like it. But that being said, this weekend though, I think we can go out, we can play hard, and I'm stoked to see Sherman come back, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see what Saleh does.
So excellent point. And I've been wondering how long Javon Kinlaw was going to get excused. I kind of saw it coming. But Tony, excellent points. I'm glad you brought that up. We'll see you Wednesday and bring more. I love it.
Yep. Take good care, Ronbo. Thank you so much.
You too, fam. Night. Yeah, Tony's right. Javon, I heard some things said about him last week, but I like Javon. I wasn't about to echo anything I heard. But because I still think he's a kid who's trying to find his way. I hope he asserts himself a little more this weekend, though. He is now being watched. It's about his attitude, about his work ethic, and some of the other things, I think. It's time for Dollar Bill. Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man? What's going on?
Oh, Will, man, I'm looking at the return of Sherm. I'm wondering why in the world can Kendrick get past the COVID people? And then I'm as you know, I'm trying to get Richie James. I'm trying to understand if Kyle's going to use him a little more than he has been, because obviously he's got almost as much firepower as Debo and Ayuk. If you cut him loose, 3 guys like that on the field, for God's sakes, use them. And Will, go ahead, man. You know, anything you heard tonight that you want to get involved in, go right ahead.
Well, first off, Ronbo, I just want to let you know it was just a friendly. I just want to let you know it was a friendly debate last night. So don't think I was, heated at you or nothing like that. It was just
Will,
a friendly
come on, man. You've had my back too many times. I ain't never gonna suspect you of anything more than conversation.
Man.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a friendly debate, but when I was thinking about it last night, I get what you're saying, about Jimmy. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jimmy is a good quarterback. He has a winning record and everything and whatnot, but I'm just, it's just that, Jimmy's just been a little inconsistent. Yeah, frustration. And Kyle, you could tell Kyle is getting kind of frustrated, and because he expects Jimmy to take it to another notch. And with him, being injured and not be able to be available, and when he's in the game, he has some spurts. Kyle, that kind of like frustrates Kyle a little bit, because you want Kyle to be consistent all the time. Now I'm not.
And he gets hurt. He gets hurt too often. Yeah. And this has got to be working on people's minds. When you go after people, and it's so funny, Will, because at the end of the season, if we stay like we are now with the ins and outs and ups and downs, Kyle's name is going to get on that list of people. People going to start talking about him next. I think the whispers are starting about Kyle anyway. We talked earlier in the evening when Kyle being a little too rigid and not allowing players to really express themselves fully out on the field because he keeps them a little too regimented. Maybe. But what are your feelings?
Well, I don't think Kyle going nowhere. I mean, we can go ahead and nip that in the bud right now.
Yeah,
we got the best offensive mind. We got the best offensive mind in the league. Why would we want to give that up? I mean, why? If you do, you won't be able to find nobody better than him at that.
I agree.
With
I see it coming.
Plays now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on that wagon, but I can see people talking. That's next.
That ain't going to happen. And I've been hearing about the offensive line. Don't get me wrong, the offensive line has been off the first few weeks. But when the Rams game started and the Patriots game, they stepped up their game. Now, the Packers game, Trent Williams was out, and they had to adjust players, and we wasn't looking good at all. So when Trent Williams come back, that offensive line is going to be back right. So we can get off this offensive line and do it good. They was, when we wasn't doing bad. They was doing good. They was doing bad in the beginning of the season, but they picked it back up, starting with the Rams game, and everything doing good. It's just when Trent Williams went down in that Packers game, they had to make a few adjustments. And everything fell
will be
apart.
back in a couple after the bye week, from understand. So that will be a plus.
Right. And I heard the previous call talking about Jed York and this organization and all that. Like, let me tell you this right now. Ain't nothing wrong with the organization. It's just the COVID. These players' bodies is not used to getting rushed into playing a regular season game. Their bodies are used to accurate protocol, OTAs, training camp, preseason. Then the league starts. That's all it is. The players been rushed into the league. Been rushed into the season, and their bodies haven't caught up with their gameplay yet, and it's causing injuries. And it's a plague throughout the whole league. So this is what.
One question though: Do you think Jed, for a moment, is considering how much funding he's putting out? He's got $70-80 million of guys not playing.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to be working his mind.
He needs to look into that training staff. He need to sit down with the training staff and see if there are other ways that they can improve, their training staff to prevent this from happening. Now this is what I believe they need to do. A journalist in the organization need to sit down and reevaluate this team. They need to look at all the players that are consistently hurt, i.e. D Ford, those guys, guys that's always not available. They need to go ahead and flush them out and get the refunds back, get your money back, and retool the team. Now remember, this is not going to be a rebuild; it's going to be a retool. So you need to sit down and reevaluate every player. And
make some decisions.
You already know the players right. You already know. You already know who's going to be on the team, and who's playing good, and who's consistent on the field and not being hurt. You get the other guys that's always on the sideline, ailing. You get your money back, and then you go out and get you some players in college and free agency.
Well, we got to stop there though. The hard decisions will have to be made this week. It's going to be interesting to see what they do too. But we got to go now though, because I got to get up out of here in a few minutes. But listen, let's see if Wednesday will continue. And Will, don't ever think I'm upset with you about anything. It's not happening.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. Oh yeah. Before I get out, real quick, 5 seconds. Richard James need to be that fourth wide receiver, and Trent Taylor need to sit his ass down for the rest of the season.
Amen.
Richard James need to take that spot. That's it.
Fully agree. All right, fam. I'll see you Wednesday.
All right, man. All right, man. Take it easy.
You too, Will. Okay. And there he is, one of the founding members of TNT. He is Trey from VA. We haven't been cute and cuddly, though, so I'm not sure if he's going to have that to say.
Finally. and how long it's been. I do mean finally.
Been too long, Trey.
Oh, Brother Ronbo, it's been a while, brother. How you doing, man? We back, man. How you
doing. Could be better. I need, you can't go into a 13-3 season and then have a 4-5 record. It's painful.
We'll see how you feel. We'll see how you feel after this call, Ronbo. It's a shout out to you and production and your team. Shout out to TNT family, but Ronbo, not only has it been cute and cuddly tonight for my liking, it has been too cute and cuddly this entire season. I told you guys some of this stuff last year. And so, you know what? To the whole entire – we're going to say a few things out loud tonight. We're going to talk. I need just a minute of your time. I know you said you had to go, but it's been a while. I don't know when the next time we could talk. Just give me just 1 sec. I just need it. As a matter of fact, Brother Ronbo, if you don't mind. You
need an installment? It is Monday night.
I need an installment.
And now, as we traditionally do on Monday nights, it's time for Let Me Holla At You. Holla at him, Trey.
You know what, Ronbo? I am taking Jimmy G. James Garoppolo to court on behalf of TNT. You know what, Ronbo? Because you know what? No, you know what? You guys, we're going to call a spade a spade. We're going to say some things out loud, and we're just going to talk, okay, Ronbo? Let me ask you a question, Ronbo. Yes. In 2019, because that's the year that everybody likes to refer to, what was the formula, Ronbo? Was the formula run the ball, play great defense, and don't turn the ball over? Was that the formula, Ronbo?
That was winning formula.
That was the formula, right? That was the winning formula, Ronbo. Let me ask you a question. Do you pay $28 million for that? Because that's what a rookie does. Run the ball, play great defense. That's what you do. Is that what you pay $28 million for? Is that what we can't live without?
Russell Wilson did that for years.
Is that what we can't live without, Ronbo? Because I would venture to say this, Ronbo, and I hate to say this, Jimmy G limits this offense. He limits Kyle Shanahan's offense. And let me explain to you how. We're a horizontal offense now. When's the last time we took a deep shot? When's the last time we went deep on a 9 route? Is that even in the playbook anymore?
I don't know.
And Ronbo, Derek Anderson took the Cleveland Browns under Kyle Shanahan to the playoffs, throwing deep to Braylon Edwards, deep. Kyle Shanahan made Sage Rosenfeld look good in Houston, throwing deep to Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, we have weapons now in Ayuk. It's funny, Richie James can get deep. Richie James got deep in the first Tampa Bay game last year, if you remember.
Yeah.
He got deep. Jimmy threw that. That's the last time Jimmy went deep. I think the problem with Jimmy is his eyes. His eyes are bad. He's been compromised. His eyes have been through interceptions. He's a little bit more comfortable over the middle. Would you say, Ronbo?
Well, yeah, it looks that way.
But the problem is that he has terrible footwork, Ronbo. His terrible footwork has cost us. It cost us the AZ game. If he steps into his throw, he hits Kendrick Bourne walking into the end zone over Patrick Peterson's head. If he steps into his throws, he hits Trent Taylor on the out route. And we win on 4th and 5.
Yeah.
My problem is this, Ronbo. People talk about the offensive line. I get it. The offensive line is not great. But you know what helps a great offensive line, or even a good offensive line, or even a mediocre offensive line?
A great quarterback.
A quarterback that can move. A quarterback that can move.
Yeah.
Or
I think Kyle's starting to see that.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, why do we sign Josh Johnson? You know why, Ronbo? Because quiet is kept. Kyle just wants to see what it looks like in practice.
Could be. And
he
also to help
a
the defense train too, as well.
Before I get up out of here, Ronbo,
Two things. Yeah.
Ronbo, Jimmy's availability is the problem. He's been hurt 2 out of the 3 years that he's been here. He got hurt in 4 games. 4 games.
In 2018.
In New England. In New England, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah.
He got hurt in 4 games.
I saw that.
What I'm saying is we need a young guy. Think about this, Ronbo. It is bad when the teams in your division beg you to keep the quarterback that you have. They want us to keep Jimmy G. Remember when the Cardinals had Josh Rosen? What did the Cardinals do when they had Josh Rosen, Ronbo? They admitted they made a mistake. They got what's hot right now, which is Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
And we have the worst quarterback position right now going forward in the division. Just think about it. Like I said, we're going to say some things out loud. It's going to hurt. But the good news is you can draft Zach Wilson out of BYU. That speed, the arm. You said that Kyle's offense can't handle. I would venture to say BS.
Well, if
the league may have caught up to Kyle.
Yeah. I'm sure he can.
He will, Ronbo.
Yeah.
He will. Ronbo, Kyle has been a loser 3 out of his 4 seasons here.
Yeah.
He has to change something up. And he will. And it starts with the quarterback. One last thing, Ronbo.
Okay.
People, if he doesn't want to go mobile, he can go Matt Ryan. Did you know Matt Ryan just had the longest deep completion touchdown of his career this weekend?
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that Matt Ryan can't go deep. Just let that sleep in.
I don't think anybody ever said Matt Ryan couldn't go deep. That's
a lot of people said they were going to question his arm strength. He's too old.
No, Matt Ryan. He's been hitting Julio deep for years. I mean, I don't know.
All I am saying, Ronbo, is this. All I'm saying is this. If we're going to get quarterback level play, remember, run the ball, play great defense, and don't turn it over. We can do that with a rookie because guess what? There are 3 rookies right now that are playing great, Ronbo, that didn't have an offseason.
It's true. Well, Trey, your point is well taken. Kyle may be on the same page. As I say, Peters is out of BYU.
I just know that you're always concerned about rookies, Ronbo. You're always concerned about rookies, and just know that 3 of them did it this year without an offseason. So whoever we draft will have offseason.
Yeah, no, I agree. If Kyle can make it work, but don't bring a rookie in there and try to teach him Kyle's offense and expect him to do anything other than get his brains beat out.
Ronbo, if all you're doing is running the ball and not turning it over, I think a rookie can do that.
Well,
but for $28 million, we have 21 free agents that need to
honestly,
be resigned.
It's a little more complicated than that. But I know what you're talking about, though.
It's not, though. But all right, we're going to get up out of here, Ronbo.
Timing routes across the middle, that's not easy. But anyway, I see what you're saying.
Ronbo, it's not just that, though. We need a guy that can make this offensive line look better. Let's be honest.
Running around would be
All
nice.
right. I know you got to go.
All right, fam.
We're up out of here. Shout out to TNT. Shout out to the first lady of TNT, Denise.
Yes,
all the fellas. Shout out to you in production. We'll get through this. We'll get better.
We will.
We know what we must do.
We will.
All right, brother.
All right, Trey. Good to hear from you, fam. Don't make me wait so long. I'll see you Wednesday if you get a chance. All right.
Let's go. All right, bro.
Night, Trey. And we go to it's now the mic. Forget about it. Now the mic. Come on in, man.
Hey, what the hell's going on, Ronbo? Man, forget about it for real. Can we forget about all of it, Ronbo? Holy cow.
Give me some, Mike.
Listen,
Mike, I only got 5 minutes because everybody's going over. I got to keep it down tonight. But listen, go ahead. Get right into it.
Listen, all right. You're going to let me get listen, come on. You can't rush me. You can't rush me. Listen,
I know.
gotta tell you like this.
Everybody loves to talk. I love to hear it. Okay.
I'm going to keep it all the way 109. I appreciate the fact that I'm coming in after the last caller because he's been one of the realest people about it, and I could appreciate that. All right. So shout out to you. I don't even know his name.
Trey.
Guy, whoever was
that was Trey.
Trey, there we go. Trey, shout out to Trey. But listen, I'm gonna call out myself. You know, a few weeks back on this very show, Ronbo, I came on here and I said that Nick Mullens was special. Well, the only thing special was whatever I was rolling up that night, Ronbo, because he's not special. Let's get that straight right now. Nick Mullens is not special. Fantasy alert, breaking news. All right, let's just get it right now. He's a special backup. We're gonna leave it at that. That being said, all right, now that I've put myself on blast and I've you know, I keep it honest with myself and everybody else. Now we can just get into the nuts and bolts of everything. All right, listen. Kwame Alexander, all right, we're going to touch on him first. I know everyone liked him. He's a great guy, good locker room guy, good presence. But listen, he had to go. Why? We overpaid for the guy. All right, we overpaid for him. And here's the bottom line. We got a true all-American, all-pro middle linebacker, possibly one of the best top middle linebackers in the NFL, and he's going to be getting the contract. That's Mr. Fred Warner. So we had to create some room, Ronbo, to be able to pay that man. You understand? Because that's what's going to happen. That being said, Kwame Alexander last year, he missed about 70% of the season, for those that don't remember, even during our great year. So basically, it was proven that our defense was good and solid without him because I think we lost him after the Bengals game, Ron. But when we played the Bengals, week 4, week 3, last year.
I think that was week 2 or 3.
Come back,
2,
yeah,
3.
exactly. He didn't come back until we went into the playoffs. Then what happened this year? He gets hurt again. All right, and Ronbo, before I get into the next subject, what's the best availability for any player?
Availability.
That's exactly right, Ronbo. Your availability, and who is another one of them Kwame Alexander overpaid, unavailable players? It's Jimmy. I'm always hurt G. Even when he had to come in for 4 games against the Patriots, he couldn't make the 4-game stretch. The fact that he made it last year was great, but let's be honest, last year was not what Kyle Shanahan wanted his offense to be. And that's exactly what Trey touched on a minute ago. And we're going to be honest about it again. He expected to see a bigger jump this year. I don't give a shit, COVID. It could have been COVID, SARS, H1N1 all in the same year. It doesn't matter. You got to get better in your 3rd year in the system. You got to look better. If you don't look better and you're still throwing stupid interceptions and you're still moving around with your feet and you still can't make a play happen and you still can't throw the deep ball, well, then guess what? You got to go. And that's it. Point blank, period. All right? Anyone doesn't like it, I'm sorry that you feel that way. But the reality is we need better quarterback play. Whether it's from our starter, our backup, our 3rd string, I don't care. We just called Josh Johnson, for Christ's sakes. You believe that, Ronbo? Somebody told me he was bagging groceries at Walgreens last week. Now he's freaking throwing passes for the 49ers. And I'll tell you right now, anyone that doesn't understand that, all right, there's no hope for you. You're a little bit slow. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. Now, on to the next order of business, the offensive line. The offensive line is not that good. All right? Another person that hasn't really developed into a – everyone knew that McGlinchey could run block. But they said, hey, maybe one of the best offensive line coaches in football, who we happen to have, could coach him into being a better pass blocker. Well, guess what? That really hasn't happened. Does that mean he's not a good player? No. But I hope he brings that same energy when he wants to talk renegotiation for his contract, okay? Because he shouldn't get paid like a top right tackle. He shouldn't because he doesn't play like one. All right? And that's it. I don't care. I'm so tired of people saying, well, this is what the market is, what the market is. Listen, I also said a few weeks ago when everyone got all hyped because we beat the Rams, I said it myself personally. I said, if that was anyone else back there but the goof, specifically, if it was Russell Wilson, we would have got torched. And what happened, Ronbo? What happened? We played a couple of games against 2 good quarterbacks, and we got torched. Why? Not because we're bad or because our players suck. No, it's because we're hurt, and we have no pass rush, none whatsoever. And the goof, All right, he's another overpaid clown by the Rams or the Lambs over there. All right, and that's their problem that they got to deal with. But he couldn't take advantage of it. But listen, guys like Russell Wilson, guys like Rodgers, guys like Drew Brees, they're gonna take advantage of it. You thought what the Saints did to the Bucs the other night was freaking crazy?
I'm scared.
Holy
I'm
crap! Let me
scared.
tell you. He's going to have time to throw Mardi Gras, pop a couple bottles, and start doing circles back there with hula hoops in the dome before he even has to throw a friggin' pass. All right? And that's the sad reality of it. We don't have a pass rush, Ronbo. We couldn't pay for a pass rush. We couldn't buy a pass rush if they had them on sale at Walmart. All right? Now, listen.
Mike,
I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go.
Quick.
One more thing, and I'm going to let you go.
Okay, hurry, Mike.
At the end of the day, anyone that thinks that we have a shot this season, listen, save your energy. Put it into your girlfriend. Put it into your wife or something, all right? Do something better because, listen, this year is over. It is over. You understand? The same message that needs to go to Donald Trump. It's over. That's it. No more. Gone. Poof. No more. Nada. That's it. Look on 2020. Look out for the draft. We'll have a top 10 pick. And hopefully we could rebuild from there. Ronbo, I love you. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for holding it down, even when it is down and even when it's up. We all love you to death, Ronbo. I swear to God. And you are an awesome saint for the Niner faithful. All the rest of you faithful out there, I love all of you. Shout out to all of you. Happy holiday season. Enjoy the holidays. Don't get your hopes up when you're eating your bird for Thanksgiving and all that other stuff. Don't start thinking that we're going to do the unthinkable because we're not. All right? Let's just be honest. All right? It doesn't make you not faithful. It just makes you living in reality. All right? Living in reality. All right.
Mike.
Hey,
Mike, we got
good
stuff,
one,
Mike. We got to go.
Have a good one.
You too,
All
man.
right, Ronbo.
Night, Mike.
All right. Hey, whoever. Hey,
Mike.
Don't tell me to get off the mic.
Oh, my God. Mike, all right, guys.
Listen.
Mike,
I'll throw you a
please,
nickel
Mike.
in your piggy bank.
Mike, I love you, man. Mike, I'll talk to you Wednesday. Come on back to give me some more. All right. Oh, Mike's got wound up there. Boy, he was cooking, wasn't he? Be ham.
Man, I ain't think I was going to get in with him, Ronbo. He's cool
Mike,
dude, though.
Mike's fun, though. BM, I don't need to ask you or tell you what's going on. You tell me what's going on. What are you thinking here?
What's going on, Ronbo? I told you before.
Yeah.
We gave up Buck to get a pot of luck that we didn't get no gold. The dude was garbage.
Yeah.
His interviews is garbage.
Yeah.
He's played like garbage. He hasn't showed up for the 13th pick. We should have got us a receiver.
Oh.
Hey, I'm with everybody else. Jimmy G got his problems. The guy can't stay healthy. One, our offensive line, Ronbo, it's no secret. They run block better than they pass block.
True. 3
drafts that we didn't have since Kyle and John have been here. Every year we go defense. God damn it, our defense did numbers last year. If you let Buck go and you had all these other guys coming back, sign on the 1-year deals and go build your offense. Go get you an offensive line. Go get you a big receiver, the guy that from the TNT found or whatever, whoever he is. He made sense. Kyle Shanahan did this, and these other guys did this with Braylon Edwards and this, but those are big receivers. Our tallest receiver is, 5'10"? Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
But, they tried twice. Jalen Hurd was a big body, but he can't stay healthy. You got Juwan Jennings.
Can't stay healthy.
Yeah. Juwan Jennings got hurt on the practice squad. This team is snake bit. BM, they need a witch doctor, a medicine man, a voodoo doctor. They need somebody to go in there and bless that place because we have some strange luck. George Kittle / wide receiver / tight end. Now his big body's gone. I don't know.
How long is he out for?
Rest of the season?
Oh, we done. Well, we've been done. I told you we was done. And I actually told you last year we needed to win the Super Bowl because I seen Kyler coming.
Yeah.
I seen that. I seen all of that.
I've been scared of him ever
already,
since last year. I agree.
He can't defend against a scrambling mobile quarterback.
Especially Murray.
we probably will be okay if we went out there and got one. Hey, I've seen what Kyle do with a scrambling quarterback, RG3. I'm scared to go get one of them type of quarterbacks, Ronbo, because he might go out there and get broke up.
Yep.
So I would rather stick with someone like Jimmy G, put a damn line in front of him. It's all you got to do is put a brick wall. He seemed to get it right when he got time to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Put a line in front of him and get him some damn receivers, man. Some big bodies. Somebody who don't stay hurt. When these people are doing the scouting of these players, please scout somebody that don't be on the damn injured list. That's simple. You know?
I mean, yes.
Simple.
And can we have a new body receiver out there? Dante didn't work out. Ayuk and Debo have.
He should have been.
Please
Dante should
don't
have been
let
gone.
anything happen to Ayuk and Debo, because that's what I'm saying. We need some receivers out there. We got some skills and be there
They nice
working
and
together.
physical, but we need to get somebody that can go downfield. Everybody know when you got a physical receiver like that, them guys not really going too far down.
No,
the
they're
field.
not, and that's
15
why.
yards.
Yes, Bingham. You know what I'm talking about when I say that. I said,
Yeah,
give me
15
somebody
yards
who
and
can
we
go
got
deep.
Put some
Yes.
pressure on. Hey, we could have had Jerry Judy. Or
I know,
even
right?
CeeDee Lamb. But we wanted to go out there and get.
BM, my boy Ruggs. I wanted Ruggs has been
Well,
going
you
deep
know
all
what?
day
I
in
wanted
Oakland.
Ruggs. I
Oh.
wanted Ruggs, but they was the pick before us. So, I mean, I would say before we give up all the hope on Jimmy G, because I don't know how likely are we to get a quarterback. Please, we need some speed, man. Dudes, I mean, I like IU and I like Debo. They physical, but they're not going 100 miles per hour downfield to make the defense respect you and say, you know what, hey, we got to play over top. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that.
What? Somebody feels my pain. That's why I wanted
We
me
got
some
to have
runs.
the
I said,
over
man,
the top.
yes. When Marquise Goodwin was there, you notice how
But
more effective the
see-
offense was?
but you see-
But he couldn't catch the ball. All of a sudden, he couldn't
Ronbo,
catch.
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and I know we got to get out of here real quick. Ruggs was a mug at Alabama. I went to the games every week, but Jerry Judy was the route runner. We need a fast route runner in this offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
He's gotta be able
need
to
somebody
run
that
fast.
can stretch the field and run routes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a hard combination.
I don't know what we're gonna do as far as Sherm next year. I'll say give him a 1-year deal because I like Mosley, but it ain't gonna work. We need somebody with we need somebody with some sense. At least, hey, put Sherm at safety. Put him at safety. He like to play zone anyway. At least
he's been
he won't
talking
get
about that
burnt.
anyway. But yeah, we got to go. There's some entertaining calls in it tonight. I'm loving it. We're having more fun when we ain't happy. Between Trey,
my
Mike,
grandfather
and you,
always told me there's always next year.
I know, unfortunately, but I
There's
hate
always
that.
next year, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but on some real, with them C bombs losing yesterday, Kyler losing yesterday. I hate to say it, and like my man said, the season is over. But with them losing yesterday, Ronbo, we actually still in it.
I know. Bam, I don't know if we want to be in it, but yes. Bam, go ahead. I know you're
I
rolling
don't
down the
wanna
road.
be in
Let me
it.
see you Wednesday, fam. All right.
Hey, you'll see me Wednesday, man.
All right. Night, Bam.
All right. All right, hold it down.
Well, let's tell you what. I'm glad we these things are. I can keep these things forever. I'm gonna start putting them on a loop. Boy, these conversations are killing me, boy. Between last 3 calls, it's hilarious. Hey, Clarence Molina, thanks, fam. Praise Trey and TNT, fam. What I can see is Sherm gives the leadership the DBs need. Watch film on Z Wilson, can throw with different arm angles with accuracy. And that's why Adam Peters was probably sitting in observation. And George, come on in, George.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Well, George, tonight. Yes, go ahead.
I wanted to start off that I'm still salty about Thursday.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's a Packers fan, and so are a few of my coworkers. And I was so confident because I'm a faithful, and I will always be faithful. Even at our worst season, I always felt we were going to go into that game and win it. That's what a true faithful is.
Yeah.
Now, I betted that if we lost, I would wear a cheese head, because my coworker. But if we won, they were going to wear my Nick Bosa jersey all day at work. So, yes, I'm still salty about that. One main reason was because
you put the cheese on.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wore it. I manned up. I did what I had to do.
Dang.
A bet is a bet.
That's
but
brutal.
I'm always upset at the fact that Shanahan always wants to play it safe. Jermichael Hasty goes and fumbles the ball and takes him out of the game. Okay? As we've seen other people fumble the ball, he trades them. He lets them go,
Matty B's in Miami.
So, yeah, exactly. But one of the things I wanted to say is that Garoppolo is here to stay for at least one more year. We all want him out. We all want a better quarterback. But who? That's the question.
Yeah, that's
everybody keeps saying the rookie, but if we keep saying that Shanahan's offense takes 3 years to learn, a rookie's not going to come in here and do that. And like Trey said, yeah, we might run the ball, but we also need someone who can throw the ball here and there. Jimmy does it with accuracy and stuff like that. Let's go back. All these interceptions that he has, they're not always his fault.
I know.
Yes.
I was going to say that, but everybody pays no attention when I say that. I've always said that. Some of those interceptions are not just him. But go ahead.
Ronbo, he gets paid millions, right, to make the throw.
Yeah.
Yes, I get that. He does. But these other receivers, George Kittle gets paid millions to make a catch. George Kittle has dropped the ball inside the end zone.
Yeah.
Our key players have dropped balls before that are, it's not in the numbers, but come on, you get paid to make plays. I've seen other teams just throw the ball anywhere and they dive. They try to do something about it. We don't see that all the time,
George,
so we all blame Jimmy because he's the main one.
And Kyle's been looking for wide receivers for how many years, right? He's been looking for receivers for 3 years. Last year, he came out and made an announcement, as I've been waiting for one of these guys to step up. He says, I'm going to make my decision in a couple of weeks. Well, that tells you something right there. We don't have prime-time receivers. We do now. I think Debo and Ayuk can be. But like BM says, we need that deep ball threat. A lot of people just want Jimmy, just throw the ball downfield. Just throw it down there. Who's he throwing it to?
I mean, there's players out there, like, if we were out here signing, like, these, you can say so-called bums on the street and then giving them a chance, why not Des Bryant? He's not going to be our number one, but at least use him for 1 or 2, 3 plays that can still give us that chance to win.
Yeah.
There's players out there, man, and I think they should clean up house. I mean, if Eric Armstead's not doing it, hey, man, let's trade him.
Yeah.
The DT is disposable. Wide receivers are you can replace them. Running backs you can replace.
Yeah,
there's just certain positions where you got to, keep it crucial. Like, obviously, Fred Warner, we got to sign that guy. We got to sign him for sure. Yeah.
Des Bryant got picked up by the Ravens, fam.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I thought you knew about that. I thought you just meant for an example. Des was so happy he was crying. No. George, he was in the locker room crying. He was so happy somebody picked him up.
Hey, man. The thing about it is that a lot of people criticize these players because of injuries, right? But remember, fam, these people are getting paid. That's their job. And if they go down, they're going to try to protect themselves to have a job. We have our regular job. We don't understand what it is to be a professional. Your body, you have to put everything on the line, but man, they also have a family to feed. A lot of them, like they said, the other guy was at Walgreens. What is he doing at Walgreens? You know, he's trying to feed his family, so he's going to try to protect himself in the NFL or just in life in general, man. So,
George, we got to stop though.
It's not always forever. For sure, man.
No. Hey, George, good stuff. I'll look for you Wednesday. All right, looking forward to it too.
Oh, for sure, man.
All right, George.
I'll go ahead, give you a call.
All right,
in a minute, but yeah.
Thanks,
all right, man.
George.
But everybody, stay faithful. Let's go to every game and think we're going to win it. If we lose it, it's going to be heartbreaking. But hey, we're faithful for a reason.
That's right.
If not, we'd be the Raider Nation. Would be anybody else. No, we're the faithful. So remember that, fam.
All right, George.
All right, Ronbo. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Have a good night.
Thank you, George. Night. God, poor guy.
Food for an hour every day, right?
They made him wear the cheese head. Hey, Elliot.
What's up, Ronbo? Bro,
Hey,
I've been listening to this whole little whoop, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Everybody sound like Trump tonight. Everybody sound like Trump.
Elliot, are you speakerphone? You sound distant.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Come on in. You got your headphones?
Do I sound a little bit better?
Yeah, it's a little closer. All right. Well, go ahead, E. Because I don't need to fill you in on anything. You already know what you got to talk about. Go right ahead.
Bruh, everybody sound like Trump tonight. Everybody whining and crying. Like, what the hell? Are you serious right now? We do not have a team. What are we talking about? We still keep on talking about Jimmy G. Jimmy G ain't playing no more. Why are we talking about him? Oh,
that's a good
point. We need to get some rookie who play Army, Navy, some team called WKU, UTSU. Who are these teams? We don't nobody know the teams. These same people calling in talking about what he's done for BYU. Look, if y'all think that some rookie is going to come in and be a better quarterback than the quarterbacks we have right now, y'all don't know nothing about football. We done lost our mind. And all we doing is whining and crying, and we will not be acceptable of what it is. Look, we did not have – some callers called in and said the thing that mattered the most. No OTAs, no training camp, no preseason.
That was Will.
Look, and the training staff may need to be looked at. I've been thinking that for a minute. I just had not said nothing.
Yeah.
The training staff may need to be looked at. If y'all can't understand how football go and how you got to operate in football and what we got to do and how to stay healthy in football and do things in football, then, y'all go ahead and call and just be as ignorant as y'all want to be and just – and I'm trying – I said I wasn't even going to say nothing about what people talking about. All I keep hearing is all this crap, and I'm just like, man, Jesus Christ. Can we understand the game of football, first and foremost? That's all I'm asking. Like, we don't have a team this year. We're not supposed to win. We're not. We're supposed to lose. We're supposed to, if anything, let's just, be happy that we see certain things like Richie James had. I wanted to call in last week, but I made a mistake and I called in at the later end of the night. So I think you were already offline. And
maybe.
YouTube was showing me that you were still on your line. So when I was trying to call, I wasn't getting through. I think that's what it was. And I wanted to tell you.
Finish. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, Richie James is probably going to have the best career night that he's had since he's been a 49er because he is a valuable player. I don't know what the hell he's not doing in practice. Maybe he's a game day player. They out there.
Yeah,
I was one of those.
And Kyle's got his thing about once he locks onto a player's position, he ain't making anybody move him out. And that's Dante got moved out. Once you get moved out, though, you out. I mean, that's it.
That's the problem that I got with Kyle. And I will say this. Listen, you cannot move a player like Kawhi Alexander, okay? Maybe some other dude or whatever, but you cannot move him to a team that we're going to play within the next week or two, and that knows our offense and knows everything. And, like, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. Y'all got to know better than that. So for you to do that, if we lose to the Saints, your fault, Kyle. So Kyle has a lot to do with this season. That's the thing I'm not going to let him off the hook about. But outside of that, we don't have a team, man. We don't. Everybody we drafted, everybody we signed 17 damn receivers or something. And I'm just saying that. But we signed all kind of receivers. And ain't none of them play.
I know we had
ain't
two
none
guys.
of them playing.
I know, 2 guys Thursday night.
Our
That's all we had
special
left. Oh!
Our special teams is playing receiver right now, man. Look, just give it up, man. We lost this year.
Receivers.
It is what it is.
Down to 2. But
just give it up, man.
Let's get together Wednesday and bring some more. I love the fire. I really do. Let me see you Wednesday.
I appreciate it, man. Listen, I always say before I go, and he will hear this. I always let him hear. But I will say this: just calm down, man. It is what it is. We upset. We wanted the revenge tour too, just like everybody else. But it's not happening this year. The injury bug has tore us apart. Accept that, and just enjoy watching your team and watching them ball hard from this point forward, man. That's it. I ain't worried about Sherm coming back. What he gonna do? What he gonna do? Who he gonna stop? Man, come on, man. Let's just enjoy. We love our team. Let's just enjoy that, man.
And get rid of this season and COVID, so we can get back to being normal and bring a normal football team out there. Good stuff. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see you Wednesday.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you,
All right, man. Thank you, man. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow. You say tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Okay. I'll see you Wednesday, my brother.
Right, looking forward.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
No doubt.
Yeah. Ellis.
What's up, family?
Ellis, man, the place is on fire tonight, boy. What's so funny is we have people that are coming in and actually registering complaints. And then tonight is interesting because we have people coming in as a counter to those complaints. Where are you at on this tonight, since it's become pretty much that?
No, it's all good. It's family, so we all we putting in our we putting in our 2 cents. Yeah, but for sure. Ellie made some good points. The only thing is, of course we don't have the players and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean we're not supposed to win, though. I can't agree with my man on that. We still have a whole lot of great talent on the field, and we have the capability and the coaching staff and the experience to still be able to sustain a decent and a quality season, to be honest. If you take back 2 or 3 of those losses, we're in the race.
Yeah.
So, and even still, we have the opportunity. So, I don't agree with that aspect. But the Richie James sweepstakes, I'm really excited, and I'm thankful that Dante Pettis is gone. So now he can stop being a straggler and a useless body on the team, and that can open up the door for Richie. Yes, and now that opens up the door for Richie to be the go-to guy.
And Ellis, I just want to say this about that. Now that COVID has somehow gotten into Kendrick's life in a very bizarre fashion, now Richie, it will be forced into action because obviously Trent Taylor is not looking like Richie. If Kyle's smart, he goes in that direction.
Yeah, 100%. I would be surprised just seeing how well Richie just did last week, or earlier this week, or whatever, last week. It feels like it was earlier this week, but you know what I mean. I would be shocked to see that Kyle didn't utilize Richie after doing what he did, and he's been had that ability. He just hasn't been giving him the burn offensively. He's been having him, doing special teams, so he hasn't been able to really live up to his full potential. And now that Kyle already knew that Richie can play. I think the favoritism, Kyle's got to get out of the damn nepotism and quit just going with the same old guys. See, the thing of it is when people know that we got George and Debo or we got Brandon, they're always thinking and expecting that those are the guys we're going to use. But when you have Ross Dwelly, when you have a Richie James, when you have a Kyle Juszczyk, when you have other guys that can catch the ball and make things happen, and you can start incorporating them in the offense, then it throws these other teams, off because they're expecting for you to keep going to these same old 1, 2, 3 guys. But we have more than that. I mean, look at how other teams are utilizing more than just one wide receiver. If you look at all of the other games, look at everybody. Look at how the Hawks do it. Look at how Baltimore does it. Look at how the Chiefs do it. They're using more of their weapons. Look at how the Cardinals do it. They use Christian Kirk. They use Larry Fitzgerald. They're using, what's his name? I don't know. I can't remember his name right now, but you know what I'm talking about.
What team?
The receiver they just got from the Texans.
D-Hop.
The receiver they got from it. DeAndre. So I'm just saying we need to start using these weapons that we have because there are more than just 1 or 2 guys that we have to count on or that we can depend on. You know what I mean? When it's game time. I think offensively, we'll go. We can go toe to toe with the Saints, even in the midst of having, Nick and just whatever. But if we got Heem back, I'm feeling even more confident about what we can do offensively. I'm more concerned about the defense now. I heard Richard, Sherman is back in practice. I'm not. I don't know what that means. I don't know how good
what he looks
that's
like.
going to be for us.
Yeah. He'll be evaluated. He may not make it.
Yeah, and T. Moore, man, we can't. I was hearing some people talking about him trying to trade Tavarius Moore. That would be retarded to do something like that. Yeah. I think it might have just been just like a speculated, kind of a talk or a conversation of some sort. But that should never be the move because Tavarius Moore, what was he a 3rd round draft pick? Or what round did we get him in?
Something like that. It couldn't have been. It wasn't any later than 3rd for sure.
Yeah, man, you can't keep trading all of these picks that we're getting, in the drafts. Dante had to go. That was a bust. We had the Solomon Thomas sweepstakes that was, all bad for us. So but you can't get rid of everybody that you drafted, Kyle, and especially when these guys are quality. I mean, look what we're getting out of Richie, and he was the 7th round, right?
And a mistake to keep seated. I agree.
We got to use him up as much as we can, family. We got to utilize these guys and stop because once they leave us and we see them, shining on other teams, and it's like, damn, look what we could have had. Look what we could have did if we just incorporated them into the offense. Now these other teams are using our guys better than we were.
And looking more.
But fam. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Peace and love, though, my brother. Thank you for the platform, man, as always.
And
y'all stay faithful. Yeah, we got more season left, man. This is not over. I mean, this is a sure win against the Cowboys, sure win against Washington. We can go ahead and put those in the bag, and then at least get 2 of them out of our division. You know what I mean? And even if we just so happen hypothetically to lose against the Saints or the Bills, if we can win at least 4 or 5 of these next few games, man, we'll be in good shape. Y'all. So
it's all
stay
about
positive,
healthy.
Man.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
man.
sir.
See you Wednesday, Alice.
Yes, indeed, champ. Peace.
Hey, Warren. Come on in, Warren.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Warren, it's strange. We don't, Warren, they're coming your way this weekend. Warren, last year I was scared when we was on the way to New Orleans. And the 49ers surprised me. They went down there and didn't come in there with no half-stepping. 49ers came in there fighting, and they came out with a win. But, man, the way the Saints beat up on the Bucs scared me to death. It's like, whoa, we coming in there undermanned and everything else, and I got faith. Miracles do happen, but I'm thinking that may be what it is. But I do want Richie James playing. Richard Sherman is possibly back. And You know, we got to go in there and Warren, what do you think, man? I mean, are you excited about Richie James being a part of this offensive attack? Sherm being back, and you can touch upon, the Saints. My goodness.
Well, the Saints can't be beat.
Yeah.
But it's just who they playing, good to me. But I'm not a Saints fan. Never was, never will be.
But
you just can't turn over the ball.
Yeah.
You just can't afford to turn over the ball.
Yeah. Not even
once. We gonna turn over the ball and we play like we're supposed to play.
Mm-hmm.
We should beat them. But but like I expect y'all to beat us while we down. So yeah, better beat us.
You know what though? The Saints last year, I remember the Saints was cooking too, and the Falcons came in and ran them out their own place. So you're right. Anything is possible. If we go in there and play an A game and they're all fired up, probably because they got all the guys back, Sherman will be out there pumping them up, and maybe I ain't giving up. The odds just look stacked. Oh, so high. And if they wouldn't have beat the Bucs up like that, I mean, we can win this game. They ran the Bucs out of Mullens. What? I thought the Bucs were supposed to be bad. Hey, what? So then I got scared. We got to go in there next. Oh. So I'm going to be feeling better by this weekend. Hey, don't be scared.
We should be scared of the Saints. We ain't scared of the Saints.
Yeah, no.
Even though they got Emmanuel Sanders and Juan.
He's the one who beat him up. Sanders could do no wrong. Michael Thomas is back, so he did what Michael Thomas does. But I'm looking at Sanders running these pretty routes. Breeze hitting him, boom. Oh, look at that. I didn't want to get rid of him. See, he got plenty of football left in him. Who's going to guard him? You know what, though? I'm going to put Verrett on him this weekend.
I was thinking about this earlier, Ronbo. I think they mismanaged his roster. Some kind of way. There's kind of mismanagement.
Yeah.
As in, don't get me wrong, they should cut some of the stuff that, like Jimmy Ward, they should not resign Jimmy Ward. Dante Pettis, they should trade Dante Pettis in the offseason. They got
they tried. They tried. They couldn't get nobody to bite. And then as soon as we got rid of him, Giants called him.
And I said before the season. Before the season started, he started so low nobody won.
You know why though, Warren? He was drafted too high. You want to see if you can get something out of that draft pick. That's number 2, third round, second round. Yeah, they got Dante in the second round pick. He was supposed to be worth something.
But you can't get nothing out of a dead horse, man.
We lost a second round pick and didn't get nothing for it.
Yeah, he does one good.
What? I couldn't hear you.
Can't get nothing out of
okay, now I can hear you. Go ahead.
I said you can't get nothing out of a dead horse.
No. But a bad smell if you can't get rid of him, Oh,
but that you got rid of Solomon Thomas. Something they should did better, but they wanted the same roster that went to the Super Bowl, but you got to cut some of the thread off. You need some refocus. But I'm thinking about just like bring Joe Staley back for for leadership. You know what I'm saying? They need some type of leadership. Joe Staley. They miss Joe Staley.
I agree. But Warren, do you know that our best picks have been like from the third round and down, I think?
The later round, yeah.
Yeah, our early picks are, George Kittle, Fred Warner, Richie James, DJ Jones, Dre Greenlaw. It's really funny. It's like now I understand what the Seahawks get rid of their first round pick all the time. They trade it all the time.
Well, if you need that first round pick just in case, you know what I'm saying?
We got Nick Bosa.
You got Nick Bosa, yeah. That's early.
But you know what? Think about it for a minute, Warren. In the last 3 years since those guys got here, in the first round, I think Nick is it. And Debo in the second round, he's good. But what we
And you
suffer.
got Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Okay, yeah. We got Brandon in the first round. He's working out.
I like Brandon.
No, he's great.
I
forgot about we got him at the first round. Yeah, that's true. We're going to be all right. We need to heal up is the problem. It's not the personnel as much as it is not available. So that's the problem.
Right. I was just saying you need to get rid of some of the fat.
Yeah. Well, you're right. You're right.
That's all I'm saying.
And you're absolutely right, Warren. Well, I'm gonna go. Let me see you Wednesday though. If you get a chance. Always great to hear from you.
Got you. Going out for life.
Yeah.
All day long.
All right, fam. If you know any voodoo people, put the voodoo on the Saints for this weekend now. I'll do anything I can to stop them. I don't want to be embarrassed. All right, Warren. I'll see you Wednesday. All right, fam. Night.
Gotcha.
Yeah, boy. Fam, I'm just being honest with you. I'm scared of the Saints. 3 points is all they allowed the Bucs. Good God, was that the Bucs or them? Not about. Thanks, fam, for that contribution. Why rush players on the field only to get re-injured? I know, right? That's why Sherman's probably not going to play this weekend. Honestly, he's probably going to come out there and look at him. All right, let's get you in better shape. I'll tell you what, Rich, you're going to dress out for the game. I'm going to get you in there for like 6 or 7 snaps just to get you back acclimated to the game, and we'll see you after the bye week, which would be pointless because if he's going to take another week off, but you might see that happen. Fam, I'm going to go and I'm going to stop worrying and crying about the Saints, I promise you, because between now and game time, you know how I do. I was worried about the Cardinals last year, and I was justified this year. Who else have I been worried about? Actually, that's the only team I was concerned with. The teams I should have been worried about, I wasn't. The Eagles, the Dolphins, the Hawks. Those are games I just knew we were going to win. The big L. See? So I'm being scared of the Saints. If I tell you what, fam, me being scared of the Saints is a good thing. See? Because that means I was concerned about the Rams, and we beat them up. So you know what? My scared of the Saints is a good thing because that means we're probably going to win. I still have Brady and everybody. He gave him 3 points. Oh, my God. Hey, I'm going to clear it up between. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be right by the time Wednesday comes and stop whining. Fam, I'll see you Wednesday. Have a great night. Don't forget to hit that like. Niners!